live.
We're live.
We're back.
We're back.
Sorry for the delay in episodes. As you know, it was the holidays and we were traveling, and it was really hard to do over Zoom because we looked really pixelated, and
We tried.
It was really difficult, but we're back and we will be way more consistent now. So I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're back. It's a new year.
New year, new us.
Yeah.
But if you didn't get a chance to listen to the last episode, there was no video on YouTube, but we did talk about adulting
Yeah,
on Spotify.
Yeah, it's on Spotify. So go check it out.
Yes. Go ahead. We didn't do our intro.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess we'll just jump right into it. My name's Austin.
And I'm Kenzie.
And this is And They Were Roommates. Okay, so today's topic is music. I feel like we haven't touched, we have briefly, but we haven't fully dove into the topic of music. As you may know, we both have music careers.
We do.
And this is our little side gig at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll just start out. How long have you been doing music?
Well, my music journey has been sort of a trip. When I was younger, when I was on the show, I don't even know how this even started, but I basically started a music career when I was 7. I went under Max Z. And
Never forget.
I forgot.
Never forget.
I forgot.
It was iconic.
It was really cute, and I mean, I was so young. I honestly don't even remember recording or doing any of the sort. It feels like a fever dream. But yeah, so I had a music career when I was maybe 7 or 8 to I would say 10, and then I got signed to a label when I was, I think 13 or 14, and I was with them for about a year, I think, and it was it wasn't the best experience, just not because of them. They had a lot of other artists that were older. I was their only young artist, and coming from my past, I didn't have a sense of dominance. I never spoke up for myself. I never wanted to say anything because I was these people are important people and I don't want to get in the way of that.
Yeah.
And so I got out of that contract, which was really, they were so nice about it because obviously, I don't know if you guys know, but music contracts are really insane with labels and stuff.
If you think it's insane, I guarantee it's 10 times more insane than you think.
1,000%.
When lawyers get involved, it's just
and the fact that I got out of my deal so seamlessly
was
insane, but it was just because they were awesome and they believed in me.
That's really good.
So yeah, I was doing music at that time, and I didn't write any of it. I didn't like any of it. It was just not me at all. And I was doing dance at the same time, which it's I love dance, but I like to keep it separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then signed with Hollywood Records. My timeline is so off. I might be with them for 2 years now, or it might be a year and a half, or I don't know, but they're awesome and they're great, and I have a say in everything that I do, which is really awesome.
Yeah. And
I've been writing my own music, and now I'm here.
I feel like you've really been finding your, I don't even know if sound is the right word, but
I think it is.
Okay. And also finding yourself in your music.
For sure.
For the first time, which is so cool to watch, because I am also still going through that.
Right.
And I think all artists are always going through it, but coming from a child to a teen to an adult, you find it a little bit more each time.
Right.
But you're definitely finding it, which is really cool to see.
And I love that we can also relate on that because we both started a music career so young.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what we wanted to do. I'm not speaking for you, but it's like
yeah.
we're just like, we can sing and that's all we
Literally.
know. Like
Yeah.
we're just gonna do what everyone else is doing,
Yeah.
which is so cool. But like it's nice to like
Yeah.
grow into yourself and like figure out what sounds you like and what
Yeah.
you don't like. Like it's definitely like a process, and I'm sure, you know, a lot of artists are still like trying to figure out what they're doing, because it's like you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a fun like job.
Yeah, it is a really fun job. It's a super interesting career. Like, I feel like there's two routes you take once you reach a certain level, and it's like you either do what you know will do good and you kind of just keep faking it till you make it,
Yeah.
which no shame. Like,
We've
if-
done it.
yeah, like we did it. Like
Yeah.
we literally, that's how we got to where we are,
Mhm.
and that's totally cool.
What about you though? I want to hear like your
okay.
whole thing.
I guess I'll just like do what you did and
Yeah.
kind of give a brief.
Please.
I just grew up singing like when I was little for just no reason. No one in my family sang. They were like, "What?" I think it was kind of cringe at the beginning because they were like, "Why is this kid like so diehard?" You know, I would be in my garage till like 12 a.m., which was really late for like
Right.
I don't know, 8-year-old. And I would just be like singing like karaoke, like Adele, Ed Sheeran, all the hits.
So cute.
Yeah, it is cute. There's some fucking crazy videos that are somewhere.
For sure.
I think my dad posted a YouTube video of me like singing in the garage. Like I set up a camera and filmed myself.
We have to find it.
It's somewhere, and it's so. I used to be embarrassed, but now it's cute. I look back and I'm like, that's adorable.
We have to find it.
I was like trying so hard to do runs, and I would like really move when I would try. It was funny.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was feeling it.
Oh, come on.
So, yeah, that's kind of just like all of a sudden I'm singing when I was young and like very passionate about it. And I would watch like documentaries on like Taylor Swift or someone and just be like, that is what I want to do. I
Mm.
want to like make music. And I initially was like all about performing. I was like, I want to like literally sell out Madison Square Garden and just be a performer. And then I started doing a bunch of open mics growing up and just kind of getting out there a little bit more. And then I started like writing my own music, which was really new, but came naturally. And I was like, whoa, this is like a whole new side of it. And then moved to LA, and my parents were very supportive of my career. So they helped me and like lived with me in LA at a very young age, like 13. And, I was kind of just like, I guess, discovered initially off of social media for like singing content, like singing in a parking garage. And then I got managers from that. They reached out. And then like a couple months after that, I'm 16 and I was like signed to a label, and it was similar. Everyone was older. I was the only young pop act. And it was really a unique experience. And I'm not with the label anymore. I'm independent now. But now I've just been working with new people and like finding my lane and my like artistry.
Right. And it's so cool.
Thanks.
It is
But
so
it
cool.
feels really good. I feel like that time of kind of faking it till I make it was necessary, and I like sort of lived out part of my dreams in a way, but it at a certain point was overdue, and I was like growing up and sort of growing past it and was like, that's not really me. I have like something real to give
Mhm.
now. And now I like know what I want to give and like have much more diverse inspiration. So
Totally. Which I think is so cool, because it's like in music or even in any kind of like creative realm, like you're constantly going to move forward and move like and
Yeah.
kind of leave the past behind. Like I feel like I'm
Yeah.
always leaving something behind, but it's like I learned so much.
Yeah.
So it's like of course like we look back at like our music careers when we were younger and we are like, why did we do that? Or like
yeah,
I
like,
keep saying like, and it's bothering me.
it's okay.
um but you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
we look back
And
and kind of cringe,
You're always gonna cringe.
but at the time we were probably really enjoying it.
Oh, yeah.
And learned so much about the music industry
Yeah.
and made so many cool connections and friends, and
yeah.
so I'm grateful for all of it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I always have to remind myself that like to be grateful for all of it,
of course.
because it's so easy when you're still, 19, 21,
Right.
and you're like reflecting on the past, feeling a bit insecure. But I feel like that gets easier as you grow up
Mhm.
too.
Who are your like biggest music
I was
inspirations?
just gonna ask you that.
just like in general,
Okay.
just overall broad.
Overall broad, like
yeah, just like people you look up to, people you think are cool, like
okay.
everything. Not as in like who inspires your music, but just
in general,
career, everything.
people.
Okay.
Got it, girl.
I'm just
Okay,
curious.
this is crazy. So number 1, since I was like a little boy, is
Mhm.
Sia.
Mm.
Isn't that cute?
Mm.
Yeah, I remember like hearing her. I heard Chandelier, and I was like, whoa, this like connects with my
Yeah.
soul right now. I was like, whoa. And before I knew that puberty would change your voice as a boy and as a girl, I guess,
Yeah.
but drastically as a boy, I was like pretty sure that like I was pretty sure like I would sound like Sia like when I got older. I was like,
For sure.
I was like, yeah, this is my inspo right here.
That's awesome though.
Oh my god, it's so crazy.
That's so cute. And now that you like know her, it's
yeah,
like
that's the
probably
crazy part.
Yeah.
And I remember one time, like for one of your birthdays when we were sleeping over
Mhm.
at her house.
My 16th, I think.
16th. It was like the morning or something, and I was like getting a glass of water, and I'm always just singing unknowingly, and she was like, "You have a beautiful voice," and I was like,
That's so sweet.
I was like, "Thanks." Like it
That
was a
is so
crazy little full
sweet.
circle moment. But so she's definitely huge inspiration. Who else? Okay. And then this goes in a completely different direction. But
Fine.
Jack Johnson is
So
just
good.
like a very well-rounded inspiration, I feel like.
Yeah.
Of just like the dude did it so right with his career.
Mhm.
Like he just stayed so true to himself and made music to like uplift people's spirits and like touch people's hearts, which is exactly what I'm all about.
Yeah.
And so he's a huge inspiration. He's also just like so cool.
So cool.
And
His
I'm like,
music is
oh,
so
I want to
cool.
like be you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then recently I've been getting into a lot of just like super alternative but like folky stuff.
Mhm.
And I think that sort of reflects in my music now. I have no idea where my music's going to go, like genre wise. I have such a hard time when people ask me what my genre is.
Me too.
I'm like, I don't know, and I don't know if I ever will.
It's very
But
broad.
enjoy.
Yeah, right. You don't need to be categorized.
I don't think it needs to be. Also, I feel like genres in the music industry are like diminishing.
Mhm.
Like they're like, it's becoming like a gray area. But I think it's so cool because like that gives so much more opportunity for music as a whole
Right.
with every other industry.
And you don't have to stick to one thing. You
Yeah.
can do whatever.
Just be you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, what about you?
Okay. Well, I also have
I'm like so curious about this.
I have so many, but career-wise and even like sound-wise, but Billie Eilish has like always been someone I looked at and have been like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Because she started so young. She was 13. And when I was 13, I was terrified of like putting out music, releasing music, performing live, which I still am, all of those things. But her doing it so young and doing it so well and carrying herself so well.
Yeah.
And every song she puts out is like insane.
Yeah.
I just look at her and I also just like feel like, I don't know why, but she's so good at connecting with her fans and her people. I just watched her documentary like a few weeks ago, but you just feel like you know her. And that's what I love about specific artists, is that you feel like you know them on a personal level because they show their true self. And that's like how I want to be.
Yeah.
Like I'm constantly trying to connect with people because that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Like
you
see
do
their
a great
real...
job of it.
Thank you.
For
But
sure.
it's like, I don't know, I respect her so much, and she has been through a lot, and she's so vulnerable as well. And I think that's what I try to portray in my music, is to not be afraid to share something, even if it's like hard to, because other people will be able to relate to it in any sort of way, interpret it in any way that they want to.
That's true.
Which is so great about music. But yeah, I would say her, and just like her career has just gone insane.
Yeah.
Like it's just so, I commend her, because I think I would not be able to handle it if it was that broad. You know what I'm saying? I also think Yeba is like the coolest person ever, and I rave about her constantly.
Yeah.
I can't stop raving about her. I just think the way she...
Yeah, what do you like about her?
The way she just does music is just so different than everyone else. To me personally, I think she's in her own lane. I don't think she sounds like anyone else.
Yeah.
And I think that's so special, because I think we're kind of at a time now, not saying that everyone kind of sounds like everyone, but sort of. Because I feel like this whole, like, even with TikTok being a thing, it's like we know what does well, and our references are all the same in the music industry.
Yeah.
And I just think she's cool because she doesn't, I know for a fact she doesn't go in and say, this is my reference. Like
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like she just starts from scratch. For sure.
It's straight from the heart.
It's also just art.
Yeah.
It's like you feel so many emotions while you listen to her song. Like there's been times where I've been in the car just sobbing to her music, because it makes you feel so much in like so many different ways. And yeah, her lyrics are also just off the charts. I was going to say off the charts. But it's true. Her lyrics, I like, when I listen to music, the things I always focus on are the lyrics and kind of the sounds in the song, because that's personally what I focus on when I'm making music. And yeah, she just does it so well.
Yeah.
There's just so many. I could go on, like Amy Winehouse, Stevie Nicks. Like there's also Billy Martin, Gracie Abrams. Like there's
Billy Martin.
Recently, Ciro. Is it Ciro's?
Ciro's, yeah.
They are so cool, and I've been obsessed with all of their music.
Me too.
I could go on, and I also look up to many men in the music industry as well.
Yeah.
Just how they carry themselves and their sounds, and so that was a really long answer, but all of it's true.
That's good. I mean, I feel like also for men, you love Frank Ocean.
I love Frank Ocean. I love Mac DeMarco.
Yeah.
John Mayer. I'm probably going to get shit on for that, but
why?
From all the Swifties.
Oh.
But John Mayer is just...
Yeah.
It's, you know why though? It's because growing up, my mom was obsessed with John Mayer. And so when I was younger, that's all we really listened to.
Comfort.
Yeah, it's like definitely comfort. But
I feel that with Jack Johnson.
Yeah.
We were a Jack Johnson family. Like
banana
it was
pancakes
just like,
all day, every day.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Another good question I had in mind for you was, I guess, just like, what are your goals with your music, and like what do you like really see for yourself as your music progresses? Like what are your dreams for your music?
I get this question a lot, and I think about it a lot, and I feel like everyone thinks I'm going to respond with, I want to be the biggest pop star, and I want to sell out Madison Square Garden and I want to go on a world tour. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that far into my music career, not because I don't want to do those things. There are so many things that I want to achieve, but I think right now my goal is to like find my sound, and my goal is to be comfortable with performing live, and my goals are to connect with people, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's where I am right now, and I'm like very content. I'm not when I was younger, I used to really stress about, I hope this song does well, and I really hope this takes me somewhere and people take me more seriously, because growing up on a reality show, like it's hard for people to take me seriously. Which is also a goal of mine. But I think, yeah, I don't put pressure on it. I'm just like, I enjoy doing this and I want to continue to do this, and if some people don't listen to it or don't like it, that's completely fine, but I'm enjoying like every step of the way.
Yeah.
And
I feel like the pivotal step is like, instead of doing what you think the people working with you or like people in your ear think is going to be best for you, and like serving that, it's really pivotal in your own career.
yeah.
Because it's also like, and I'm sure you feel the same way coming from a reality show, like how are people like perceiving me with music if I just like came up on a reality show? Like,
Right.
am I taken seriously?
Right.
Like, but I feel like the only way like people will receive you is when you're just doing what's best for you and what
Exactly.
you know is best for you.
Totally.
Small steps, just like listening to yourself.
Yeah. And I'm like so happy that I'm in this point in my career where I have no pressure. There are so many things that I want to do, but I don't really think about it. I also like, another one of my goals, it's a music goal, but it's not, but I want to get better at writing, and I want to learn like music theory and like play instruments. Like I've tried, and I've always quit on myself, and so I like want to go to music school, and I want to like make friends and that are in my age range, and just I don't know, like I just want to go to music school.
I love it.
And kind of not start from scratch, but just like I can learn so much. Even though I've been doing music for a really long time, there is still so much to improve on.
Yeah.
Like we're improving every single day.
Yeah, like there's so much proper education to learn in music, and I applaud you for that.
Thanks.
Like I just have no desire. I'm like,
I know.
I'm gonna just do what comes from my heart, and that is good.
Totally.
But
I think it's more
love
the
that.
social aspect as well.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I would. It's more for like songwriting.
Yeah.
And like instruments.
Yeah.
Not really.
But I feel like also like life direction.
Yeah. And
Like,
a normalcy.
Exactly. Yeah.
A bit of normalcy
Just
that I've never
kinda
gotten to.
Maybe doing
see.
something for you.
Yeah.
And just like fucking living your own life. Like making that decision for you.
Yeah. I'm like so
I love that.
excited about it. Just like the fact that I've never been to school.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's just
true.
what like fucks with me. I'm like, I need to go to school.
Yeah.
I'm going to like not that I need to, not that you need to, because you don't. I'm just saying for me, I have never been in a classroom. I don't even know what that's like.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I want that for you so bad.
Right?
Yeah.
Walking around campus.
Yeah. Yeah. Aww.
But yeah, what are your goals?
I don't know.
That's fine. You don't have to know.
I feel like a big goal of mine, once I became independent, there was like a lot of space. It almost felt like I was just like suspended in midair all of a sudden. I was like, whoa. There's like so much to consider and see now. And I was like, what is most important for my music? And then that led me to this sort of full circle thing where I was like, I remember being so connected when I was younger and had zero pressure, and I would just sing in my garage and
Mhm.
like try to sound like Sia and just belt it out. And like I felt the most connected to my truest version of myself. And then like and I feel like people can relate to this in all aspects of life. But then as like the pressure came on, that sort of diminished because I was like doing things um for other people more,
Mhm.
and also with the or sort of doing things that I thought people would like
Right.
instead of just doing things that I liked and like being confident that it would work. So that was like a huge thing for me to realize after all that happened, and I was sort of just like on my own for a second. I was like, wait, I need to just like I need to focus less about trying to impress and do what other people would think is good, and just do what I think is good,
Yeah.
and like go inward again.
Mhm.
And so that's a huge goal for me, is just to like stay inward and like just enjoy what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and just like, I don't know, stay happy doing it.
Yeah. We're also just so fortunate to be able to not achieve our dream, but you know what I'm saying. I guess
mean,
I
fuck,
guess it
dude.
is achieve our dream. Like, we're so fortunate that we have
Like,
the resources and the tools to do it.
Yeah.
And like the people behind us, and just the fact that we live here and we're constantly meeting new music people all the time. It's just such a cool life.
like I was just thinking when you were saying that, like, and I'm sure you feel similar, but like we've come so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
It's so wild.
crazy.
It
Like
is so
little me
wild.
would have is like I remember dreaming to just like visit Hollywood.
Mhm. Me too.
I was like, Mom, come on, just like
Let's go to Hollywood
come on,
Boulevard.
please, for my birthday. Like, all I want, you don't have to buy me any presents for like 5 more years. Just like, I want to go to Hollywood, and I just want to like be there because I knew I had like a light to shine.
So cute.
And little me, like, now I'm like,
And now you're
get me
here.
out of here.
Yeah, you're like, please take me home.
Yeah. But it's cool. Like, we've come so far,
Yeah.
and we have so much like room to grow still, and
Mhm.
still so much drive, which
Yeah.
is like, I don't know, as long as I know I have like that passion and drive inside for what I'm doing, which I think is very important if you're like not sure what to do in life.
Mhm.
It's like really important to choose something where you have that, to not only be happy but to be like legitimately like successful doing it.
Mhm.
But like knowing I still have that in me, I'm just like, wow, I cannot wait to see like what the future holds,
Right.
because I have such big dreams for myself.
Yeah. That's awesome. Trying to think of another question.
I want to get into like your song creating process, which again, such a broad question that every interviewer asks.
Right.
It's like, here we go. There's that one again.
Yeah. Okay. So I write with these two girls most of the time. Their names are Lenny and Isa. They're both artists as well, and Lenny's a female producer, which you probably don't know, but the female producer club it's hard out there. It's like it's very uncommon for women to be producers, so I like commend her so much because she's so talented. Not saying women are not as talented, I'm saying men don't think women are as talented.
Yeah.
But she's one of the best.
It's a male dominant
Yeah.
area.
The whole, I feel like music industry in general,
Yeah,
like
It's true.
that's how it is. So it's
At
hard.
the top of each thing, it's like, besides obviously like artists and
Right.
performers, it's like usually a man.
Mhm.
But it's changing.
It is changing. Like I know this is like not the question, but now I want to talk
We're
about
here.
this. Like when I was younger, when I was like 11, going into a room, a writing session, like it would be me and like 3 dudes, and I would literally not say a word.
Yeah.
Like even if I did, it would be shut down because it's like I was a tiny little child and like a girl as well, and no one would listen to me.
And
so
like the lasting effects of that,
yeah,
that's hard to get past.
I now don't go in a room with just men. Not because like anything's happened, but it's just I feel so down here and they're up here because they know their shit, which totally understand, but I do as well. And it's like it's hard. It's hard. But I'm so lucky that I found so many amazing women in the music industry that I write with and work with all the time.
So cool.
Because girls just get girls, and it's so
Exactly.
like I'm not gonna go in a room and talk about my breakup with a bunch of men because they won't get it.
Get it.
Yeah.
No.
So I met these girls in quarantine over Zoom, and they're Irish, and they moved here around 2 years ago. And I try to work with them as much as I can. I obviously have to like go in other rooms and I can't be biased, but like I make the best stuff with them.
Yeah.
But usually our writing process is I come in with a topic usually. There's always something going on in my world, so I come in with like a friendship breakup concept, and I spill for 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. Like we talk for most of the session.
Yeah.
And then we end up just writing a song really, really quick. So like they just write down like everything I say, or we like voice note it, and then we're like, oh sick, that's cool, we should put that in, or
Yeah.
And it's honestly so it's so easy.
That's so cool.
It's so nice, like work, which I'm sure because like you work with one of your friends, but it's like they know me like the back of my own hand, and so it's like things just come naturally. And I think that's what's so cool about like making friends in the industry. It's like, oh yeah, exactly, like I know what you like, what you don't like, and we'll do it. It's like, but with like newer people, I always come in with a concept that I want to talk about, because it is so hard like coming up with things with new people
and like opening up
so I usually I just come in with a concept and rant. It's like my form of therapy, honestly. And I think I really enjoy it. Like sometimes I get discouraged because, like I said, like I don't know why I feel this about myself, but I sometimes am just like, okay, this is their job and they know what they're doing, and like my say doesn't matter. So like sometimes I struggle with that in writing sessions, especially with new people, because I just feel not good enough. My insecurities again for everything. But I'm starting to get better about it.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like that girl dynamic is like perfect for you.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's like dream team.
It is. It was so funny. I did a writing camp like a year ago, and when you're the one artist in a writing camp, which by the way, a writing camp is like a bunch of people go, a bunch of producers and writers, and they just go write music in like a house or a studio or something. But I did a writing camp just for my project, and it was like a bunch of people, so many people, and I just kept like going in their room because I was just like, I know they know me so well, and if I would get so nervous like to walk into a room and be like, I don't like this. Yeah, it's scary.
I think writing you guys need to like rent an Airbnb somewhere, and like you and them need to just like spend a week together.
I know, we were just talking about this.
You guys really should. I think that would be a great use of the label's money. If you're listening.
No, but it is true. And this newer producer that I've been working with, his name is Joseph. He did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were actually just talking about it the right before I left. I was like, we should get an Airbnb, the four of us, and just go make music for like a week and make dinner every night and hang out. Yeah. And, like that's what I want. That's what I've been wanting to do.
You guys would make good shit
for so long. So yeah, I hope that happens soon.
I hope it does, because I know it would be the best stuff you've ever made.
The best. Oh, I know. I feel like my music right now, for some reason, like the music I've been making now has been like so much better than the music I made like 4 months ago. And it's so confusing.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're like rapidly realizing and then quickly changing what you're doing to make it more authentic and better.
Yeah. I'm like, going through a breakup helps.
Yeah. Yeah. Whew.
It changes your life.
A little redirection. Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, what's your I don't think you've ever like told me about your writing process, because I feel like you know mine.
My writing process is very intimate.
Mm-hmm.
I write a lot when I'm alone, and it's very like I'll pull inspiration from something, or I don't even necessarily pull it. It just like becomes a thing all of a
Mhm.
sudden, and I'm like so intensely inspired by something that I just like pull something from my own life, and it'll just like fit like a puzzle piece with
So cool.
what I'm inspired by, and then I just like pick up my guitar and like I'll like find myself kind of like morphing into like this thing that I'm inspired by, and I like leave my body. Like I just like become, I don't even know how to explain it, but I just like become what I'm inspired by and like record it or on my voice notes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm in the studio with somebody else, and it's just like my dream dynamic is just like working with a producer who just knows me inside and out,
Mm-hmm.
and like we vibe amazing, and then like we create like this instrumental or whatever, and then I can just go into the booth and like freestyle
I hate doing
whatever
that.
I'm feeling over the track.
I will never do that ever.
Really? That's like my dream.
Oh my god! Someone
I'm
goes
like-
ad-lib track, and I said, "Fuck you." You're insane.
Fuck you.
Like, actually, I remember I was in one session when I was like younger, and I was doing a pitch song, and the song was actually great, but I remember like my mom was there. My mom never comes in my sessions, and she was there for some reason.
I've never let a parent in my session.
No, I don't know
I'm like,
why she was
hell
there.
No.
I don't know why she was there. I think maybe because I don't even know.
Huh.
But I was like in the booth, recorded all the parts I needed to record, and then I came out, we like listened to it, and they were like, "We need some ad-lib tracks." And I was like, "I don't do that." And they were like, "Okay, but we need them." And I'm like, "I don't do that." And they were like, "Get in." And I bawled my eyes out.
Oh.
And I did it, but I don't know why because I think because for me, I'm not Ariana Grande, you know? Like I don't think ad libs are needed in my songs like ever. I'm just like unless it's necessary and it's beautiful, but I'm not gonna like hit a run on the back.
It's true.
Like
don't force me to do something.
yeah, I'll never do an ad lib track. I think I like to sit there and listen to it over and over and be like, oh, this could be prettier, and then go do it. But if I'm on
But
the
when
spot,
they're like, hop on the mic and do some
No.
ad libs, and you're like, really? With everyone listening right now, live in the booth?
and like your voice cracks and it's like,
Yeah.
sorry,
And
like,
it's like your voice is so loud, and that it's just like, hell fucking
and they're
no.
probably laughing inside. Like I know.
How are you gonna make a kid do that?
Never.
Like, God.
Now I'm just scarred from that time. I'm
yeah,
like, I will never
that
do
leaves
it again.
a mark. No, I relate. I've been in sessions where I'm like, fuck this.
Literally, like I'm not doing
I'm
that.
bad at this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
But I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, you're good. Writing process, but yeah, I guess my dream, like, sort of, what?
Put it to your mouth.
Oh shit, I have a problem with that. I used to sing like open mics, and I would just go, and then my dad is always like, "Dude, you keep like great job, but like you kept pulling the mic away, and no one could hear you." And I'm like, "Oh shit." Yeah, but it's like whenever it's the good part and I start to feel it, I'm just like, fuck you. For anyone not watching, basically I pull the mic away from my face when I'm singing, and it's a problem because no one can hear me. I
That's
don't
a
care
problem.
though.
That's a good problem.
So the camera shut off for a second. The camera did shut off there, so and they had to like cool down. These cameras are a little sensitive.
Yeah.
It's okay. So am I. So I get it.
We relate.
That was the worst joke I've ever made in my life. That was bad.
It's okay.
Okay. So anyway, I forgot what I was talking about.
Right? Were we not talking about your writing process?
We were, but it was like
You were saying your dream was to have that producer you spit on the mic.
spit on the mic.
And then
Yeah, I guess just like like letting it all come out freestyle.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying because I feel like and I know this will come, and so for me it's like not necessarily I'm rushing this to happen, but I'm really excited because there is a part of me when I'm creating on my own where I just need that extra help with like engineering and producing, just to like have something to work with and like keep the ball moving. But like when I do finally get to somewhere where I feel like I can just like hop on the mic finally on my own, there's so much like I see so much potential for myself, I guess,
For sure.
doing that. So I'm like really excited. I think when I get to that point in the studio, when that happens, which right now I'm having a great time and what I'm doing is working and I'm loving it. So we're good. But when I do, I think my music will like, or my process will be like thriving
1,000%.
when I do that. When I'm like really taking control of like everything.
Mhm.
Right now, it's still about learning. There's just so much still to learn.
Of course. We're in like
Yeah.
the best spot.
Yeah, we really are. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should definitely talk about music more. Like if you guys want to hear
Yeah. It's our
about any-
career.
yeah, like we totally forgot that like we could talk about that here and you guys
Yeah.
were really interested. So if you have any questions, like we are open to answering
Yeah. Filming another episode based on the questions
Yeah.
maybe you guys ask.
and like maybe how to get in the music industry. Like
Ooh,
we can
yeah.
talk about that, which
Yeah,
would be
that's
like
good.
really cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Comment if you're interested or if anything popped in your mind that you're curious about with each of our careers and journeys. And we will answer that when we do this again.
Yes, absolutely.
But thanks for watching,
Thanks for watching.
and we love you. We'll
Love
see you next
you.
time.
Bye.
Bye.